Hi, I'm Gabby Goodwin. I am 14 years old and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I am the CEO of Confidence and the inventor of Gabby Bows, the first and patented double face, double snap barrette. And how they work is they have two faces you can see, the design both ways, and have teeth and craters to trap the hair. You wrap the hair around the center strip and snap one end closed, and snap the other end closed, and it does not come out. So no more lost bows. You'll never lose a bow. Never again, never. And with our patented barrettes, our plant-based hair products, and other solutions, we are able to remove stress from the hairstyling process so that moms, dads, and girls can cherish their time together doing hair. What made me decide to start my company was me just losing barrettes all the time when I was little. My mom would, spend 15, 20 minutes doing my hair in the mornings, and then she would drop me off at school and then pick me up to find that half of my bows were gone and that my hair was a complete mess. And she was not only wasting time in the mornings, but also wasting lots of money as she was going to the store every single week to buy these barrettes. And so she actually went on Twitter to rant about how my bows didn't stay in my hair. And after her and many other moms were talking about, how terrible these barrettes were, our pastor actually jumped into the conversation and said, sounds like a market you need to break into. And so my mom told me I was about 5 years old, and I didn't necessarily know what entrepreneurship was, but I did know that I wanted to inspire people. And I saw this as a way to do that. And I nagged my mom every single day about these barrettes. She would pick me up from school. Mommy, are we going to work on my barrettes? Grocery shopping. Are my bows going to be sold in the store? I was super excited to, I guess, just create a product. I didn't have to sell it or, distribute it out, but I did want to, solve the problem. And then I was able to help many girls as I started the business when I was 7 in 2014. And we've been in business for 7 years. The whole process, started at the kitchen table. And we would use the barrettes that we already had and kind of evaluate them and see what was wrong and how we can make it better. And, came up with our ideas of using two faces so you can always see the design rather than when it turns around, you just see the strip. So being able to have that, but also being able to, maintain the hair and hold the hair in place. That's why there's teeth and craters on each side of the face to really sandwich the hair in place. So it's like a Z shape. We actually did not really want to start. My mom didn't really want to start a business because she had a lot of things going on. We actually tried to pursue to sell the idea to somebody. As you can see, that did not work. But we were able to, through that business, we were able to get connected to engineers who connected us to manufacturers. And they were able to get the first set of Gabby bows made, and those are the manufacturers that we actually still work with today. So it's kind of, we would not honestly be where we were at the time. We probably would have started later if we did not try to sell the product because we met the people that made the products through that business. Yeah, so we have both the utility and design patent, and then there's another patent as well that we have for another product that we submitted. But this just being able to actually protect our product is something that we were really focused on, especially since we created a product that nobody else has done before. It's the first of its kind. It's really unique. So we really focused on that. We probably did not, in the beginning, we did not have the money to actually have a full design and utility patent. So we just went with a small provisional patent at first to make sure that we at least had some protection on our product so people didn't, in the early stages of our business, steal our product and steal our idea. But as we grew, we were able to get the design patent about 1 year or 2 years into the business, and then our utility 3 to 4 years into the business. Before the pandemic, a large percent of our revenue came from keynote speeches and traveling and vendor shows and things like that. So when the pandemic hit in the US, everything was canceled, everything was postponed, and there were no vendor shows or speaking engagements to do. So we lost a big part of our revenue, not just in my business, but also in our family, as well as my dad's a comedian. So he also had many different shows canceled because of the pandemic. And that was really hard for us because we're like, where are we going to, get this additional revenue? But as salons started to close and as more people were doing hair at home, we were able to introduce our hair products to many different people through a bundle that we coined as the home hair care bundle. And that really took off. So we were able to have some of the strongest months we've ever had in 7 years in a pandemic because we were able to, take a small pivot. We didn't have to create another product. We just had to use our products that we already had and create a bundle to make sure that people had their needs. They had their wants, what they needed to do hair at home. And we were able to also, market different challenges. Confidence in My Hair Challenge, which we started in the summer of 2020 in the pandemic, where we were able to teach, virtually moms, dads, grandmas, everybody who does hair at home to learn more about their daughter's hair or their son's hair and being able to learn about not only having confidence or their child having confidence in their hair, but also being able to have confidence in maintaining it and styling it if there are no salons open right now. So that is something that we really are proud of, especially since there's been so many businesses that have been impacted by the pandemic, brick and mortar or even online. So we're super grateful to have the opportunities that we did have, but that's kind of the way that we've been able to navigate in the pandemic. I mean, also doing virtual interviews and speeches as well to, make up for that, not traveling and speaking, but staying at home and speaking through a computer. I'm in 8th grade, so this is my last year in middle school. But since the pandemic hit, I've had to do it more online or had to stay safe or tried to stay safe. So we are online and remote. It definitely has its pros and cons, but being able to stay at home and also as an entrepreneur and as a person who does a lot of interviews, I'm able to stay at home rather than take a day off of school and go travel. And that's really a pro, is you can do it anywhere. So being able to be on vacation and do it, or have an interview in between classes and being able to go back and not having to travel, back to school. So that is something that has been different for, I know, not just me, but many different students across the world. But we definitely have to adjust to it to make sure that we maintain the spread of COVID-19. I guess some highs and lows. I guess some lows. I mean, hearing people, doubt me just because I'm, 7 years old or 8 years old. People may not take me seriously as they would a grown adult. So that could be something, and that definitely was something that we faced, or a challenge that we faced at first, especially when, you're coming up to somebody with an idea from a 6-year-old. They're like, I don't think that's gonna, work out. I guess something that is more recent that actually has to do with COVID-19. My godmother and my mom's best friend of 37 years passed away from COVID. So that was definitely something that hit us hard in 2021. But we were able to, come up with, or, stand back up and, do it for her. So that is something that, has been more recent. But as some highs as well, there's always, big highs in our business as well that we love to share. And I hit 6 figures by the 6th grade, which is what a lot of people are really surprised about. Like, there are adults that can't hit 6 figures. So, I mean, people tell me that all the time, but just be able to be a role model for young girls. I'm in Target stores and on Target.com. I've been able to, sell my product virtually online to all 50 states and also 11 countries. So that is really powerful. And, there's always lows in the business, but if you're able to get back up and, push that opportunity that you've always wanted, it's definitely worthwhile. I mean, there's a quote that I actually came up with, which is no is just an abbreviation for next opportunity. So after, 1 no, 2 no's, however many no's you get, if you just keep pushing, even if it hurts, you can, get to that next opportunity. Even after my godmom's passing, we were able to do many different things, especially in February. I was able to be featured on BET's social platforms for Black History Month, doing some things for Women's History Month and also Black History Month as well. But just being able to push and keep going is definitely something that I admire our whole team for doing, especially after such a huge loss. The American dream is really being able to be free in doing what you love to do, what you have a passion for, without, being judged for it or being judged because of your gender or your skin, your ethnicity, sexuality, anything like that. The state, I wouldn't know if we're all the way there, but there's definitely some progress. But you can see that through, activist movements such as BLM and ALM, especially right now, as there are, many Asians being, discriminated against ever since COVID-19 happened. So, but you see people coming together and being able to, accept everybody for who they are. There's still a lot of work to do, but I'm proud of what we've been able to do last year, especially in the light of everything that happened last summer, and also and continuing to do in 2021. Advice that I would give is to believe in yourself. I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, nothing else will happen. You have to believe in yourself first, even if, there's people that have the biggest belief in what you can do. You still have to believe in yourself and make sure that you're pushing yourself to your best ability and being able to be passionate about the thing that you're doing as well. Going back to the American dream, do something that you're passionate about, not just because you see other people, gaining lots of money from it or gaining lots of views or just gaining things. There's a lot of work that goes behind a lot of things that you see people being successful for. So make sure that you're doing something that you're passionate about, because if hard times come or a lot of hard work has to come, sleepless nights and early mornings, and you may not, be up to the challenge if you're not as passionate about it. And if you are passionate, you're able to help other people become passionate as well. I mean, that's how you gain fans, supporters, followers, customers. So that's how you are able to grow your community and grow the knowledge of other people, or help other people grow in their knowledge of what you're passionate about. And just also going back to the thing that I said before, no is just an abbreviation for next opportunity. I mean, you may hear one no and say, oh, this is the end. I don't think I can do this anymore. But if you keep pushing and, keep going towards that opportunity that you really want, then you'll be able to get there. Not just my business, but many businesses and careers are, a testimony of that. Our website, where you can get our products, see if there's any stores near you that carry our products, and many other things that, are represented by our business, whether that's, social media, anything that you would need from our website. You will go to GabbyBows.com. That is GABBYBOWS.com. And you can find many different things on there. You can also contact us if you have any questions or anything like that. Social media, we're Gabby Bows on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. There's many different things that we're on, but you can also find those handles on our website as well. I want my legacy to I want people to look at me as an inspiration to, girls, especially girls who look like me, Black girls. I mean, you'll hear the word inspire and inspiration a lot when I talk about my business, because that was really the drive that helped me to nag my mom every day. That was the drive to, help me and my family go through a hard time, but be able to come back, on top. So being able to not just, provide quality products for girls' hair, but being able to inspire girls to go for whatever they dream to do. I mean, especially as a person of color, there are many different stereotypes and many different, things that hold us back from, getting to where we want to go. But if they see not just me, but many other girls that look like them, that are Black, that are Hispanic, that are Asian, they're able to see that, they can do it too. And they won't let, the people holding them back hold them back. So that's really what I want my legacy to be able to show girls that they can do anything that they put their mind to, no matter, what their age is or what their race is. They can achieve anything that they want to achieve.